Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Unfortunately today we do not have Cooper. It's just me. He's back in New South Wales. Yeah, he had to go home, and so unfortunately he's not here, but it's just going to be me. And as you read in the title, I am going to be showing you two simple, easy ways of making a native spear to hunt basically anything living, like fish. Super good for fish. All I can think of is fish, so we're going to call it a native spear. Alright, to make this native fish spear, all you're going to need is a knife. So easy. If you don't have a knife, get a knife. Not only will we need a knife, for one of the designs we're going to have a rock as well, which I highly recommend. If you don't want to use a rock, you can use a hammer. I'm not telling you to use a rock. But anyways, let's go looking for the stick that we're going to use to make the spears. Alright guys, as I was looking for my stick to make into a spear, I found this little bugger. Look at her. Him, whatever it is. Look at that. Pretty sure, I can't remember the name, but I'm pretty sure one of these blue butterfly species are called the blue morphle butterfly. Yeah, they're really native to where I live, and unfortunately this little dude's dead, which really sucks. He seems really fresh though, so this is gonna sound bad, but I might put him in a spider web so that the spider can eat the rest of the remains so that it doesn't go to waste. I'd really hate to see this little dude go to waste. So yeah, I'll be back with that. But also, I think we found a really good branch that we can use to make a spear. So let's get to it. Change your plans, guys. I put him in this big bullet ant nest. They're gonna shred it apart really easily, and I reckon they're gonna make good use out of it. So yeah, it didn't go to waste. But I'm gonna show you some footage. It's really cool, and then we're going to go straight to making the spear. Alright guys, continuing on, we've got our tree here. I'm going to cut this dude down in the time lapse so you guys don't have to watch the whole thing, but we'll be back. Good news everyone, finished chopping it down, and it's really flexible and really strong and fresh. So I'm really confident about this one. This is going to be an amazing one. I'm going to do another time lapse of me skinning it, and I'm going to also do a time lapse of me sharpening it, but I'll put you through the basics of how to do that. So bye. Alright, so I found a spot to do it. What you want to do is find a nice straight stick like that. This is about, I'd say about 4 feet, 4 feet, 4.5. And what we want to do is, if we got edges like that, we want to clean that up, keep that a nice straight blunt area. Make sure that the thinner side, I find this preferably, this is what I would do, get the thinner side on the back half. The thick side is what you want to be sharpening. See, that's pretty much sharp from when I was cutting it down, but I'm going to make this sharper. And I'm also going to skin the whole thing. So what I'm going to show you how to skin, what you want to do is, you want to start from the top and always motion away from you. Keep the motion away from you. Look how easily that's coming off. It's like shreds. So easily to do. And I'm going to do a time lapse of me doing that. Alright, once you've skinned down the whole stick, it should look like this. Nice. I'm going to clean up this edge now, also on a time lapse. And this edge here, I'm going to show you how to sharpen this. See how it's nice and thick towards the front, and then really nice and thin at the back. That's because you want the weight at the front so that it pierces the fish nice and strong. And also you don't want it too thin at the top, because then it can break. So yeah, make sure the big ends on the end, my recommendation. And now I'm going to get to sharpening the top here and cleaning up the back end. Let's get to it. And there you have it guys, our first primitive spear. It is probably, and I'm not just saying this, probably the best spear I've ever made in my life. This is a very strong stick. Listen to this. solid. And plus, once this ages after it, see, this is really fresh. So once it starts to die down, it'll harden and it'll be incredibly strong. I love how flexy it is, because it's going to be so much easier to throw. It's a really good spear. And let's go make the second one. First one is complete. Now for the second one, we're going to be looking for about the same thing. Really fresh, just like that one over there. Freshly cut down. It's going to be really strong. But we want this one to be a little bit thicker. We want it to be about 20-cent Australian coin thickness. Because what we're going to do is we're going to split it into 4. And I'll show you just a second. So let's go looking for another branch. Much thicker than the one we had before. She should be very nice. And let's get to it. Guys, we've gone and done it. This one is about coming up to 5 foot. Actually, yeah, just coming up to 5 feet. And as you can see, this one is much thicker. I've accidentally split the wood up to here, so I'm gonna have to carve a bit off it. I'm gonna do what I said last time, but when I get to the tip, I'm gonna tell you and direct exactly what you need to do for the second spear, which I'll be showing you. Alright, so here's the other stuff we just made. Put that to the side, just leaning up the rock. Let me grab the other stuff real quick. Alright. Alright, we got the stuff. What you want to do is, you want to put it up, we want to put it into the ground. That's why I put the camera up high. What you want to do is, you want to find the center of the tip, like that. And then you want to get your hammer and or rock. In this case, I'm going to be using a rock. Got one here. Make sure it's got a flat edge, and what you want to do is line it back up into the middle and then just tap it so that it goes in like that. And then what you want to do is you'll hold the handle and tap the top of the tip. And what that does is it splits it. So that's what we don't want to happen. So that sucks. But now all we got to do is grab any stick that is reasonably big, and you want to snap about I'd say about 2 to 3 inches off. Open up the split you just did. Take the knife, actually rotate the knife a tiny bit so it opens it. Drop that in, pull the knife out, and so now we got this. Alright, so now what we'll do is we want to bring it down as far as we possibly can so we can open it up like that. And then we want to do it again into 4s. So I'm just going to quickly put that in, grab the rock, tap that in, grab the end, I knew this would happen, but it doesn't matter because we can go to plan B, which is a triangle formation. I'll show you. So same thing, same deal, like that. Little stick, 2 to 3 inches, back down into, knife fell out, that could have been bad. But all the dark sticks, the dead sticks that we were using to open up the gaps, they break so easily, so get a fresh one. I've just chopped this one down, it's nice and green in the center. So what we want to do is, same technique as before, 2 to 3 inches of just pure green stick, splitting them up to give that real three spear formation so that it stabs, like boom. And let me just quickly sharpen this off. Shouldn't take a second, nice and easy. So we want to, what did I say, 2 to 3 inches. So we want to snap that off. Got it. Put that to the side for a second. Get rid of the fur. Be careful because you don't want the knife too close to your hand. 2 to 3 inches. Beautiful, nice and fresh. Same deal. Split them up. Slide down. It wouldn't break this time because of how strong and fresh the new stick is. So, all right. Now do the same thing again. Carve the, get the furry bit off. Shouldn't be a second, guys. And got it. And then what I've done is I've separated that. Now what I want to do is I want to put one through in between these two. So like this. Down like that. Pull that up for the camera. Slides all the way down. Look at that, guys. Separated with an X. Now, some people like to tie it up with string, so they loop the string around and then tie it so that it doesn't split. I might do that. You can use duct tape. Duct tape works extremely well. That just prevents the split from going down all down the stick. So, actually, you know what? I've got Vine here. I could use Vine. I will use Vine. I'll do that off camera though, and I'll show you the end results at the end of the video. But that's how you split it. So nice and triangular shape. Now what we want to do is upward motions on the spikes, and we want to sharpen these to a point individually so that when using it, when you stab, it pierces with all 3 spikes and it becomes a lethal weapon for fish. Okay, good news is I finished the spear, the sharpening and all of that. Done. Bad news, it split off while sharpening it. Heard a rustle. Probably just a possum. But anyways, I've done it. 2 spears would work just as well as 3 and 4. You can do as many as you like. 8 even. Split it again. As long as it doesn't get too thin so it doesn't break off like mine. But I'm pretty sure 2 like this will be completely fine and just as strong. I'm gonna go duct tape this because the vines were actual trash. I know I said you only needed a knife, but if you want to add stuff to it, feel free to do anything you want. Even add a hand grip, do whatever. But I just want to say thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will be making more videos. Stay tuned, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Bye.